What's up, quadcopter fans? On yourdrone.com. Today I'm going to be flying my SYMA X5 Explorers. Doing a little bit of a night flight up on the mountain. Nice and dark. We'll do some onboard recording here. Camera is on. We'll do a hand launch. So it is pretty dark out. I doubt we'll get any onboard footage. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I wanted to test this sucker out at night. Now our orientation is a little bit different than most quadcopters. Is that we have our red in the front, our green in the back. So we're going to go ahead and need to crank up the speed on this. So we'll go ahead and put it in speed mode number 2. There's a little bit of a wind here today. We don't want it to affect our quadcopter, so not sure what the footage is going to be like since there is no light source. So I'll splice it in if it's anything of substance, but most likely it's not going to be. So we'll just cruise this sucker around. There's a little bit of moisture in the air, so do want to be mindful of that. We are in the high speed mode. If you've seen some of the other SYMA videos that I've done with this quadcopter, you'll know that you can actually flip while recording. So this thing's moving pretty fast around here, so we'll slow it down. We'll do a side flip, and in order to flip, you just hold on the right bumper, push the direction in which you'd like to flip, do a forward flip. Now flipping does cause this to drain this battery a lot quicker, so that is something to be mindful about. Now we just lost binding right there. Not sure why. I'm gonna go ahead and click this camera off. I don't think it's doing us any justice at the moment. So, but the SYMA handles great. There's a little bit of moisture in the air tonight. You'll notice that there's a little bit of drift with this. It doesn't cut quite as hard as some of the other quadcopters that I do own, but nevertheless, still fun to fly. This is the first time I've taken this quadcopter out at night, so wasn't entirely too sure how it was going to handle. So today's a good test to see. So right there you can see we're losing binding when the lights flash. So it could be a matter of just how the transmitter is being held. So we'll keep it in nice and close so we can take a look at it since it is nighttime and see all the lighting on it. Like I was mentioning, you got your reds in your front, greens in your back, which is kind of rare. Most of your quadcopters are gonna have green in the front, red in the back for orientation, so it can get confusing, especially if you do have other quadcopters. You'll notice that it is a little bit noisy. That noise comes from the plastic gear motors. Now we do have a 500 milliamp Turnigy, or I'm sorry, a 500 milliamp battery in there, so it's bigger than most of the minis in this class. Most of the minis are, you know, about 250 or so as far as milliamps go, so it's about double. So I think first few flights with full battery charge got close to, I want to say, you know, 9 minutes or so of flight time. I do have 2 other quadcopters out here with me, and it is a little damp, and I do not want to see those quadcopters get wet, so we'll fly this one fairly quick tonight. I just want to get a good look at it, see how it handles, get used to the orientation. So we will go ahead and speed the mode up again, and when it is in its fast mode, I mean, this thing will cruise around. So there we lost our binding, losing binding again. Go ahead and crank down the speed. bring it in for a landing. Not too sure why the binding is being lost. Could be a number of issues. There are some high voltage power lines in this area. Sometimes it does give these quadcopters some weird feedback, or it could be the moisture in the air. So this is the SYMA X5C Explorers. Super cool, very cheap, very affordable little quadcopter. And the mini class comes with the onboard camera, records at about 2 megapixels, so you can get some footage out of it. So if you're looking for a little aerial drone to shoot videography, this would be a good one to pick up, because how easy it is to fly. I'm probably going to have to look into possibly doing maybe a range modification to mine, since I'm not getting very much range, maybe about 50 to 100 feet at best. But again, it could be the area that I'm flying in, could be potentially the moisture in the air, not quite sure. So I'm going to go ahead and do a hand landing with this. So this is the SYMA X5C Explorers, 2.4 gigahertz mini quadcopter with camera. And if this video helped you out in any way, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos in the future.